cops, they released the cops' body camera footage, and then they also released the security footage that shows the guy breaking into the house.
I can't wait for like two guys to have a centrist opinion on it and be like, yeah, it's normal. If Lex says it's normal to, question what's going on in the gay lover narrative, I mean, I'm going to fucking lose it.
And then they released the 9/11 call so you can listen to Pelosi. So there was some suspicion that he knew the guy. But I think that's just because people are always suspicious of everything. There's always like, what's really going on? People always do that. But you could really clearly hear from the 9/11 call that there's a crazy person in his house with a hammer, and he's trying to keep the guy calm. Yeah. And he thought the guy was pretty calm up until the moment where the cops came, and you see he has his hand on the hammer. I mean, it's really fucked up. Listen to this because it's kind of crazy. Let's do it from the beginning.
Oh, wow.
But listen. Watch.
Stop making fun of 9/11 people who say 9/11 calls, okay? Shut the fuck up. Some people are ESL, and they say that. And it's normal. Like Joe Rogan, who is also ESL. His first language is Italian.
Watch this. So he goes in his house. So here's the guy. He's got his hand on the hammer.
All right. Drop the hammer.
Nope. Hey.
Nope.
I'm not getting an answer on call back.
Okay. It's horrible because you hear him snore like he's out cold. It's really bad. A crazy person broke into his house and attacked him. I mean, this is, you see the guy. The guy is smashing his door with a hammer.
That was really surprising for some reason.
He pulls up, he's got a backpack, and he pulls out a fucking hammer and just starts slamming at the door.
Stop pretending that it's normal to be Italian. I never did. You can say a lot of things. You can put a lot of words in my mouth, and many often do, but never say that again. I've never, not once said it's normal to be Italian. I've never, not once said it's allowed. It's not normal, and it should not be allowed. That's it. I'm sending my file to the Anti-Italian Defamation League, which is a real group, by the way. No memes. That's like unironically a real. I love that. I fucking love that. Genuinely one of the funniest pieces of world building ever conceived. You can't tell that she came up like this in 30 seconds to respond to a fan asking. Harry Potter wizarding schools? Wait, Italians are not allowed? What the fuck? Wait, why did she... She said Italians are not allowed to do wizard schools? Oh my God. I always knew that J.K. Rowling was based.
Door, so he breaks into his house.
He seems so calm.
Look at him. Oh, he's crazy. He also just got out of jail. So this guy is breaking his fucking door, smashing the window. Look at this. And he goes into his fucking house and hits him in the head with a hammer. And so there was all this speculation that people knew him, but that's what's fascinating, right? That these narratives, like instead of people going, I don't know what the fuck's going on, everybody's like, oh, I know what's going on. He was doing this.
I wonder if there was a guy that did that like both of them dick ride to oblivion. Oh, that's right. Elon Musk.
And he knew that guy. Maybe they were doing drugs together. Maybe they were doing this. I mean,
and it escalates. Like,
yeah.
I think it can start. That's a fascinating thing to me is like a random anonymous person on the internet can even just ask a question. Did they know each other?
Yeah.
And that somehow starts to build up. It doesn't matter the story. It starts to build up to where somebody swoops in and answers that question. And it's all like anonymous people.
Mm.
And then somehow they can escalate and become viral.
They're supposed to be scared of the people. They're not supposed to be making the people scared. The government's literally supposed to be people like you working for you to make everything better for you. It's not supposed to be like you buy a fucking house like Paul Pelosi worth, millions of dollars and some crazy. How does he not have security? That's what.
Bro. Yeah, it's actually, I mean, I hate the government, but like, come on, brother. I think some things are outside of the hands of the government with respect to this kind of conspiracy theory developing. Theory crafting of this sort, totally valid and just if it's like 9/11, JFK assassination and the like, or any other thing that involves the government. But theory crafting of this sort that revolves around like very open and shut cases that somehow happens to involve like a Democrat or a prominent Democrat is 110% of the time created by the right. That's it. Anyone that tries to make it seem like this is like, oh yeah, it's anything but that is delusional. This literally is from Fox News. This is Fox News.
Well, they're worth hundreds of millions of dollars that they swindled the American public from. How do they not?
He also is also doing it ironically still. He's like, wait, what the fuck? Why isn't there anything here? Like, why wasn't there security?
Have security. I mean, if you got that kind of cash and everybody knows you got a lot of it, maybe from trading in a way that like you.
What? Nobody. Bro, if I'm a fucking thief, okay, I'm not thinking Paul Pelosi has a lot of cash, okay? They're old as fuck. The most expensive shit that you can steal from them is probably going to be clothing, maybe jewelry, okay? Why the fuck would a guy whose entire net worth comes from stock market assets have like literal cash in his house? I know he's trying to say like a guy that's that rich, people are gonna want to steal from or some shit, but like, silly.
Might have known some stuff before you made these trades. I mean, you might have had some inside information.
Yeah, but there's probably much richer people to target.
Listen, I'm a talented ice cream thief, and the Pelosi are literally my Fort Knox. Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi.
When Joe initially covered the story, commenters wondering why Joe is covering for Paul's boyfriend. Very strange medical reports. 80-year-old man with a skull fracture requiring surgery yet already predicting 100% recovery. A doctor would never make that claim. In the audio clip, Paul knew his name was David. He said it twice. Clearly more was going on there than meets the eye. So does Joe want to keep ignoring why they had no security? If I tried going to the governor's house, I'd be bum rushed by security. Speaker of the House has no protection. None of this is adding up to me at all. So Rogan is playing cover for Paul Pelosi's boyfriend? Figures. Married cop Megan Hall, who had a Soul Train ran on her, confesses it wasn't 6 cops who her Milky Cup run it over for, but 7. Hall on how? Where you said, please, my man, you gotta read this tweet. I feel like banning this person is going to be ageist, right? Like, this has got to be an old head in the chat. Chatter, how old are you? Because this is the most boomer-ass fucking joke that I've seen. You covered this earlier. That's not what I asked. He's like 40. Okay, here, take a second off. Don't send me a joke. Don't send me a meme like that ever again. That was so bad. It caused physical harm to me.
Do you know that they are more successful at trading than Warren?
No, I would never, like, I'm not bullying them or anything. It's cute that they sent that. In the way that they sent it, they were like, my man, you have to read this. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. It's good fun. It's all in good fun.
Buffett and George Soros.
Are they?
Yes. Google that. Make sure I'm not spreading more misinformation. But I read it. I think it was in, I forget what website it was. But they've made an exorbitant amount of money. A huge amount of money. And meanwhile, he's just like hanging out in this house with no security and no gun. And everybody knows where the house is. It's like kind of crazy that this was the first time a really nutty person. But that guy, like, apparently had just gotten out of jail and he was going to be sentenced, and he was going away for something else.
That's a terrifying video, by the way.
Terrifying.
Everything felt calm.
The look in that guy's eyes did not feel calm. When the cops shone the light on him, he was making decisions. You could see it in his eyes. He was making rash decisions very quickly.
What would you have done with the hammer? Like, what's the...
Two hands, first of all,
Two
not
hands on
one
the hammer?
hand. You don't hold on to your fucking drink.
More aggressive? Take
Yes.
the hammer away?
You got to grab the fucking hammer and control it. You
Trip?
100% have to control it.
Are you tripping him?
100%.
Foot sweep or something?
If he's doing this,
Yeah.
that means he's pulling. If he's pulling,
Yeah.
you go behind him.
Yeah.
You just put a leg behind him, and he's on the ground.
Yeah.
He's a crazy homeless guy. He's not a grappler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is like real obvious. Like,
Yeah.
you don't get the hammer back by going forward. You go this way. So if he's pulling backwards, he's just moving. You just go into him.
But you never let go of the hammer.
Never let go of the fucking hammer. You
Yeah.
don't hold a hammer with one hand
The hammer
either.
could do a lot of damage.
A hammer can kill you easily.
Yeah.
And he's holding a drink. Throw the drink in the guy's face. Grab the fucking hammer.
Yeah. Where did he get hit? Because he
In
did
the
go to
fucking head, man.
In the head?
In the head.
In the head.
Yeah, that's what you hear him in the video. We cut it off before you could hear it because it's disturbing. You hear him snore like people do when they get knocked out.
But no, the like skull crack or no? Do you know?
Oh, you hear it. Yeah, you hear it. You hear it in his head. Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the extent of his injuries, obviously, but he's 100% knocked unconscious there. You could see him out. You hear it hit him. You see him go down. I mean, unless the whole thing's a psyop, and that's why you don't see the hammer hit him. You don't see the hammer hit him.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, this is awesome. I love that Joe Rogan wasn't on the wrong side of this conspiracy theory. So for once in his fucking life, he can just like make fun of how dumb other people are. It makes me feel great that like, because he's a funny, entertaining guy when he's on the right side of a conspiracy theory, when he's like making fun of some other dummies, you know? He's just having so much fun with it right now. HasanAbi,
With almost two
most intense arguments in Joe Rogan history. Or no, Sonny V2 doing another video on Joe Rogan. His take was 100% the same in the old video as well. Yeah, he's just like, I'm glad that like he's not the idiot in this situation, because like he can be entertaining when he's not the idiot in the situation. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's like maybe it's to make us feel sympathetic for them. You know, look at them. They're getting broke. Who cares? So they stole a little money. They don't deserve a hammer to the head.
Yeah.
Thank God it wasn't Nancy. Imagine that guy did it to Nancy.
Nancy would have whooped his ass, bro. I'm telling you. I'm not even kidding. Nancy Pelosi would have fucking ripped his throat out, dude. He couldn't manhandle fucking Paul, dude. Paul's 87. I'm willing to bet Nancy is stronger than Paul, okay? Nancy would have dropped the fucking anvil on his head, if you know what I mean. One of them Pelosi's. Boom. Blow. Blammo, you know? He'd be knocked out for the entirety of the top of the hour ad break, at least. Now, of course, unless you got hit by Nancy's Pelosi's, you're not going to be knocked out for the top of the hour ad break. You're going to probably watch it. Unless you Want to have an uninterrupted broadcast experience and you're like, I don't want to watch it, then all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or you can do for free. I took the fucking Advil. I'm feeling so much better. Oh my God, what an incredible recovery. Jesus Christ. T. Lizzle, thank you for allowing 5 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour with 5 gifted subs. That's another way that you can avoid the top of the hour ad breaks. Tylenol apparently gives people autism or some shit. That's what people were saying. But guess what, dude? You know, I don't care. Okay? I don't use Tylenol for the most part. I use Advil. But if that shit gave me autism, then I'm fine. Okay? Call me A-worded. Susie Q, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Torre Dojin, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And MP Sharky, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Chad and Hassan, don't say or do anything for the next 3 minutes while I watch the ads. I don't want to miss anything. Too late. KK, baby. Doing the chase. Thank you for the 5 get the subs.
Because he would have. If that guy had gotten into that house and she was there instead of him, and the cops came when she was there, he would have killed her with that fucking hammer, man. And maybe she would have reacted in a different way than her husband. Her husband was trying to calm the guy down, it seemed like. If you listen to the 911 call, the 911 call, he's having this conversation with the lady on the phone, trying to be calm about getting cops to his house. When the lady was like saying, I guess you're okay then. And he's like, no, I'm not okay. Like, hey, like, there's like an exchange.
Will you go on the Joe Show if you get an opportunity? Yes. I've said this a million times over. Yes. I will not deny a larger platform, dude. You know me. My main goal is to fucking blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Just kidding. My main goal is to reach as broad of an audience as possible. He will never invite me, though. You are correct. I mean, my managers, like other clients, did the Rogan experience recently. What? Sad. YouTuber Mr. Beast spends millions curing blind people when he could have sent another tank to Ukraine. Wait. That's actually kind of funny, though. What the fuck? That is sad. It's sad when Babylon B has a good one. Stop! What is going on? Go back to the classics. Talk about how, like, attack helicopter. I don't like this. I don't fucking like this. Hey, stop it. Don't do it. When you ever copy how Rogan talks as you do with JPB or Tucker Carlson, I feel like the way I talk is similar to the way Joe Rogan talks. So it would just be more of how I talk. It's just bro talk.
Where she's not sure what because he's not like outright saying, I'm in danger, send police, a guy's going to kill me. He's trying to keep the guy calm. Yeah. You got a crazy guy with a hammer in your fucking house. That's what happened. But San Francisco is fucking overrun with crazy people, man. Yeah. The streets are filled with fentanyl addicts. You got people that are dying on the streets of overdoses every day. It's a fucking disaster there.
Well, I'm just, in some sense, glad that there's video of this to where we know it's a crazy person versus like that kind of suffocates some of the conspiracy theories.
Yes.
Some of which, like Elon started.
Yes! Yes! Call him out, King. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going on Lex's podcast. Okay? I'm doing it. That's honest. That's honorable. Lex Friedman, he still looks like that one Turkish guy who killed the Russian ambassador. My opinion on that will never change. Okay? The agent guy. He just straight up looks like that dude. He has invited me, yes, but he wants me to go to Austin. Good take, though.
For it after.
Yeah, he retweeted something, right?
Yeah, about that this was he was a gay lover or something like that.
Yeah, no, that guy was a crazy person. I mean, I don't know whether or not he knew him beforehand or had any interactions with him beforehand, but the look in his eyes when the cop says, you want to put down the hammer? He's like, nope.
Nah, he didn't just retweet it. He just straight up fucking defended the theory when people called him out for it.
It's terrifying.
When he says nope like that, like there's a wire loose in that guy's head. 100%. He just cracks him in the head with a fucking hammer.
I'm gonna have to get a John Danaher breakdown of how to defend against hammers. That was not in my suite of things to consider when being
Control of
attacked.
the hammer is very important.
Yeah, because
What is happening here? Joe and Lex react to the #1 cause of obesity is genetics claim. Wait,
The
what?
Joe Rogan experience.
Did you see that?
Wait, why are they upset about this? Wait, I don't get it.